I know for a fact that India, Saudi Arabia, and India, UAE have a much more robust counterterrorism ecosystem than they ever had in the past. I mean, in the 90s, you could not imagine going to Riyadh or Abu Dhabi and saying, look, we need these 3 people because they were involved in the 92 Mumbai blast. Right? They'll be like, well, I'm sorry, they're busy watching cricket in Sharjah right now. We can't do anything. So, and that has changed now. Right. So there were multiple cases of Islamic State cells that were busted in Abu Dhabi and in UAE and in other parts of the Gulf, where the intelligence agencies highlighted this to India and said, look, you can take these people back and try them as per your local laws and so on and so forth. So the counterterrorism and counter radicalization cooperation between India and most Gulf states at this point is actually very good, it is also very good for India that countries such as Saudi Arabia are trying to go towards a more moderate path. Once that happens, that is automatic subversion of a sort of ideological ground that a lot of extremist actors had found that, okay, fine, the ideological ground is Saudi Arabia, the Wahhabi ecosystem is there. There were private funders. If you go back to the history of the Mujahideen in Afghanistan in the 80s, it wasn't the Saudis that were funding a lot. It was private citizens in Saudi Arabia that were funding Mujahideen a lot. So it worked for the Saudis from that perspective, right? But now the Saudis' job is to actually curtail these kind of ecosystems that have been built over time. So that means basically going to a level of war within to make sure that these ecosystems are dismantled, which is where a large challenge for someone like MBS is, despite his very checkered past, is being supported globally right now, because they realize the larger game here is actually much better for global security than the smaller issues that have cropped up in the recent past around it.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.